Okay, today I'm gonna introduce you guys with an interesting topic, which is the nuclear energy. Nowadays, human technology has become more and more advanced, but despite the positive sides, it also have negative sides for the highly developed technology. For example, nuclear reactor were invented to provide heat and nuclear energy. These reactors also threaten to cause radioactive waste and nuclear accidents, which will produce large damage to surrounding areas and remain active throughout the next hundreds of years. Well, here's what a nuclear reactor looks like. It basically is known as atomic pile, which is a device used to initiate and control a sustained nuclear chain reaction. And nuclear reactors are used at nuclear power plants for electricity generation in propulsion of ships. The invention of nuclear reactors reduced the amount of energy generated from fossil fuels like coal and oil, and less use of fossil fuels means lowering greenhouse gases emission like carbon dioxide and other bad gases. Well, here's a graph which indicates the benefit of nuclear reaction. You can see from here it says that contribution to carbon dioxide emission reductions since 1973. And you can see from here that the largest contributor is the nuclear generation, which contain 90.1%. And another advantage is the required amount of fuel. Less fuel offers more energy. It represents a significant save on raw material but also in transport, handling and extraction of nuclear fuel. Also, the cost of nuclear fuel over is 20% of the cost of energy generated. By reducing the assumption of fossil fuels, we also improve the quality of the air, affecting the disease and quality of life. Well, and here is another image which you can see from here that it says U.S. coal consumption versus production, which it basically just say that the United States annual cost consumption declined from 1,128 to 889 million short ton between 2007 and 2012, which you could see there's a big fall of 238 million short ton. Well, as people rely more and more on the nuclear energy, troubles also arise with high damage to human society. As I mentioned before, one of the major repercussions is the radioactive waste, and I will show some image to impress you about the huge damage and the future impact of these nuclear accidents. And what's more, nuclear waste also could stay still for many years and infect the DNA in surrounding places. Some of them might die of disease, others might change their physical characters, which commonly called deformative. And here's a really famous nuclear accident which occurred on March 11th, 2011. And there is a nuclear leak caused by earthquake in Fukushima, Japan. This nuclear accident was an energy accident that at the Fukushima number 1 nuclear power plant. And millions of people have potentially being affected by the nuclear reaction, which would cause many diseases like deformative, cancers, and infertility. And surrounding seafood was not available for eating also because of the terrible radiation from the nuclear reactors. Well, and there's another example, which is the largest nuclear accident ever in our human history, which is the Chernobyl accident, and this also was a catastrophic nuclear accident. It occurs on 26 April 1986 in USSR, which is the Russia, and this nuclear reactor explosion is as 400 times as the explosion caused by the nuclear bomb in Hiroshima. Later, the complete city was isolated aside, which you could see from here. There's no any human, and there all the buildings and things that created by human are destroyed. So, regardless how the nuclear energy benefits us, if I am to reflect on all these negative events that is responsible for it seems an easy choice, I think humans should find something that is safer to replace nuclear energy in the future. Solar energy is a really positive alternate with an added benefit of being a sustainable energy. And solar energy is a resource that is not only sustainable for energy consumption, it is indefinitely renewable, at least until the sun runs out in the billions of years. And solar power can be used to generate electricity also. It can also be used in relatively simple technology to heat water, and the use of skylights in house construction can also greatly reduce energy expenditure required to light rooms in a home interior during the day. Solar panels also require little maintenance. After installation and optimization, they are very reliable due to the fact that they are actively create electricity in just a few millimeters and do not require any type of mechanic parts that can fail. Solar energy is also completely pure because unlike nuclear energy, which is invented by humans, it is all naturally created by the sun. So by using solar energy, we could transfer it to other kind of energy to apply to people's life without creating potential damage like what nuclear reactor does. And last but not least, by using solar energy, there won't be any risk of human accident, as you saw in the past picture that I show you. And thanks for watching my speech. Thank you.